Adam Ondra. Here is Janja Garnbret. Neither of them need much introduction. World Cups, World Championships, hard routes outdoors, you name it, they've both done it. Really, and this is no slur on anyone we've seen this evening, but really the dominant forces in their sports. And we'd love to see them go up against each other one day, but for now we'll watch them climb next to each other. Janja underway, like several of the climbers we've seen, didn't want to know about the 40 seconds observation. Adam Ondra taking every second of it, and now he gets up towards the wall. The temperature plummeting here in Briancon. Everyone was in t-shirts at the start, and now it's down jackets for all but the hardiest of spectators. So conditions no doubt getting better on the wall. And two absolute legends climbing simultaneously. It's times like these you wish we could split the semi-finals so we could just watch them one at a time. As it is, we'll do our very best to keep track of them, and if we do miss anything, we'll obviously bring you a replay as soon as possible. But yeah, we'll try and keep track of them both. It's a quite breathtaking amount of climbing horsepower to have on one section of wall, though. No doubt Adam looked the best climber in the qualifiers, I have to say. Janja run close, or matched I should say actually, by Laura Agora. But it's Janja, she's so good at finding a way.
Let's see, it's been such a stopper section for the entire female lineup tonight. It'd be really impressive still if she manages to figure a way through it.
Janja can't take this move for granted, it's no joke up to 19 plus, there it is. She didn't need the right foot on as she went up from there. And we're just seeing Laura Agora really taking a good look at the head wall. Adam Ondra meanwhile scrapping away.
Climbing very fast through here, but just looking strong, looking like he's on the first few moves of the route.
Yeah, Adam known for his really fast climbing, and you can see it in action here. Sometimes finishes the lead route, it looks like he could take another lap. He's done enough to get himself in the final, Adam, so that's good news for the spectators and everyone watching on. You want the great ones in the final. No doubt that Adam is one of the great ones. Oh, the feet cut loose. And Janja, meanwhile,
clipping off of that desperate hold.
Janja, meanwhile, just lining up to go to hole 27, which would cement her place in the final. I think she's already there anyway, but she could do with one more move just to make it certain, and falls going up to hole 27. Moving graphics. She's mouthing, she's sort of saying to the cameraman through gritted teeth, how much longer, how much longer?
But she's at the fancy door now, all's good.
So Janja, we've talked about a few climbers with a big opportunity, first steps into this level of competition. Janja more than used to operating at this level.
Let's see how comfortable she looks. Again, this theme that I've decided is important. Probably isn't, but I like to just decide things every once in a while.
Really interested to see how Janja goes. She, we both chatted to her afterwards. She said she really enjoyed the route, really enjoyed having such a big challenge. Said it was hard, which means it really was hard. And she loved it. We've seen Janja, oh, as her feet just cut loose. We've seen Janja a couple of times kind of cruise lead routes, and even though she's won the competition and she's pleased, looked pretty fed up, to be honest, at the fact that she wasn't challenged a little bit more. It would be great to see her really fight this route.
Yeah, that was only a problem Janja would have. But I do have high hopes for seeing her through these top moves.
Yeah, you know you're something special when World Cups just aren't hard enough for you. Even able to chalk up midway through the 360.
As you do.
15 lead World Cups wins for Janja to go with the 11 in bouldering.
Now for the dyno, something I feel she won't have any problem with. Oh, power!
Oh, Janja putting on a show here, chalking up midway through the 360, now chalking up having just done the power move. And it's interesting, when you get a climber as legendary as Janja Garnbret, the atmosphere does change in the venue somewhat. Even people that have got work to do managing the event, suddenly work just gets put to one side for a second and all eyes turn upwards to watch Janja on the wall. And it's definitely a shift in atmosphere when she comes out.
Really a show to see. Very early clip, but she's got the comfort and the reach there. Pinch strength, able to hold her on, and that little double screw on the volume.
So she's found her way up to the point where a lot of the climbers have rested, and I think Janja is going to do the same and take a little bit of a pause. You've got that, you can see it. Just put that heel hook in place, and you can kind of cam your foot in against the wall as well, just to make it a little bit more secure. And chooses to clip whilst resting. She will know that she's got plenty of time left. Of course, she can look over her shoulder. There is a clock facing up for the climbers so that they can always see how long they've got left. And you take it a pretty big pause. 33 you can see from Janja, and only 48 holds on the route. So 15 to go, 2 minutes 30 left. Two of her compatriots tied on that move out towards the big hold where we lost Jessie Pills.
Trouble through there, getting very bunched up, but manages it okay. Even resting on this hold, that takes some finger strength. Now trying to make a plan through the next section. Everyone struggled a little bit here. She's probably very aware once she starts off, that's it, pushes on.
So this is a crucial move here. Two of her compatriots fell on that move. Janja actually able to have a little shake out midway through the move and has absolutely no trouble at all. So it's moving off this hold where Jessie Pilz fell.
Janja is crimping so hard there, but something she's very used to do.
Really scrapping now, Janja, and able to just take out all these little shakes of the arm. Just gets rid of a tiny bit of pump. If you can just get rid of 1%, it helps. And you can see just about every move, she's just having a little shake of the hand. And able to pause on an absolutely terrible hole on the top section of the wall. Janja Garnbret looking incredibly strong. Not the first time I've said that doing this job, it has to be said. So 42, the high point of Fanny, is now surpassed by Janja. She's got 43 and 44. Perhaps gone a bit early with the left feet. No, she manages to correct it. That is the second to last quick draw now for Janja, but she's just struggling to clip it, is she? No, she just got a little bit bunched up, and there she is climbing towards our camera at the top of the Briancon wall. Couple more moves to go. No doubt Janja's had to work hard for this route, but it looks like she can top it. But can she read the top section right? Has she got enough energy left? It certainly looks from here like she has, but she's got to get it right. She's shaking out with every movement now. The top beckons. Here goes Janja. We live in a different world, but some things don't change. Janja Garnbret on top of the lead wall once again. Can anybody surpass her? She's set the standard here in Briancon. 2 climbers still to go. They could beat her on countback to previous rounds, but Janja's topped the route. Takes more than the global pandemic to slow her down. Janja Garnbret, 15 World Cup wins, and that is why. And that's in lead only, 26 in total, and 6 World Championships as well. And you've just had a little glimpse into why that might be.
Such an impressive job. Did you see how much she was shaking out at the top? That athlete was exceptionally pumped, but she's so aware of her energy levels. She knew just exactly how much she needed to shake to be able to do the next move.
First World Cup win, Adam Ondra just showing us why he deserves his legendary status. So here come the medalists on the women's side. Of course, masks back on, COVID-19 measures being followed as you would expect and as they should be. Slightly different podium ceremonies actually, no kisses on the cheeks during the presentation. Everything done at as much of a distance as possible. Of course, not the circumstances Laura Gora would have wanted to claim a World Cup win, her first World Cup win. But you got to take them, and she definitely looked the best climber over the course of 4 routes, 2 in the qualifiers and 1 in the semi-finals. And there is Fanny Gibert, looks absolutely delighted with the bronze medal, and I think just pointed to the sky to Luce Duardi. Emotions running pretty high here for all concerned, I have to say.
Oh, she is a happy woman.
It's a huge result for Fanny, but as I say, it's tinged with sadness. Janja Garnbret, meanwhile, adding to her enormous silverware collection. She's got her work cut out now. There's a few young guns. Hard to imagine Janja is the older hand, but Laura Gora coming through, Chen Sir coming through. And still the familiar threats of the Jessie Piltzes of this world out there. Janja's not going to have things all her own way in the years to come, but she's going to pick up a few more gold medals, that's for sure. But for tonight, the gold medal will go for the first time in her career to Laura Rigora. The biggest smile in Briancon. Presented with her trophy, and as you can see, it seems that all 5,000 members of this crowd stayed on to watch the podium ceremonies, to listen to the tribute to Luce Duardi. It's a tribute to the crowd as well. Thank you to them for staying on and playing their part. Laura Gora, your winner in Briancon. And here is the national anthem of Italy. Your medalists in Briancon in the women's final, an emotional Fanny Gibert, Janja Garnbret and Laura Rigora on the top step. And ever so briefly, social distancing goes out the window, it would seem, just briefly. to celebrate an amazing moment, one that Laura Agora will never forget, that's for sure.